Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
Hey, before I introduce any of us, man, I gotta say draft day has kicked off for the MPR Fantasy Football League. I don't know how you guys feel, man. I did come into this thing nervous early this morning because I know being in this league for so long, man. I was like, bruh, I'm tired of just making the playoffs, getting exited out first round. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, welcome to another episode, bro. Draft day, another draft day in the books. Not quite yet in the books because we still got one more draft to go here at the 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time hour. But that's PPR Superflex. But one of the drafts is in the book, man. One of them are in the book already. So hey, let's get it, fellas, man. Welcome back. If you don't know for real, man, I go by Commissioner Bull, man. Hosting commissioner of the MPR Fantasy Football League. Big Cut, what it do, broski?
In the building, one half of the MPR League draft is in the books.
In the books, man. In the books, man. Marquise, how you good? How you doing? I said how you good, but how you doing, broski?
Hey man, I'm out here chilling, man. I'm feeling good after the first one. Ready for the second one.
Ready for the second one? I think all of us are in the second one.
Yeah.
Cool. What's good, my brethren? How you feel, bro? First one in standard.
What's happening?
Right. First one in standard, bro. First one down, man. I gotta start with you, man. You the last but not least. I gotta start with you. How it feel, man? Standard is in the books, bro. How you feel you did in your draft?
I feel good. A couple of here and there that I probably could touch up, but it's more so towards the back of the draft. I guess if I could do one trade all over again, I probably would, so I could get that little. I needed that ninth, and
Gotcha.
just thinking back on just here and there, but ain't no sense in thinking about spilled milk, man. Just a couple of here's and there's, but we gonna clean that up. Overall, though, I feel good. I ain't worried about them draft grades.
You should definitely should.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's either gonna outperform their draft grade or underperform, or probably do what they supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think everybody in here got real good teams. I've been checking it out for the last couple of hours, man. We all hit the bank. It's feel different because you remember last year, my first year PPR was a 14 team.
Yeah.
So it feel a little better with the 12 team, and this go around.
Yeah.
So that was the only slight adjustment from last year for me. But other than that, I feel good.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever go back to a 14-team league, man. And I'm just saying that right now, just off the cuff. I don't really expect it because 12 is that sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? You got just enough players that you still can get into the waiver wire and still be able to, you know what I'm saying, to make some moves or what have you like that. But yeah, that's dope, bro. First one in standard, man. Yeah. Hey, Marquise, how you feel, bro? Strong team, man. I'm looking at it right now, bro. Another one,
Hey,
you the reigning champ, man. How you feel?
I'm feeling like that's gonna be continuing. That's how I'm feeling,
Okay.
I ain't gonna call nobody out, but somebody was making some questionable moves, and it made this draft a little bit more easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Definitely feel you on that one. Hey, Carl, I see you laughing, bro. How you feel about this draft, bro?
I just see how the former champion, well, excuse me, the current champion,
Yeah,
I guess, is making jokes today. He's got his stand-up game together today.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel okay about the draft. I got an overall B through my draft grade, and I would like to get into the draft grades because we got one team that came up with the A in the draft grades. I know it doesn't mean that you're going to be a good team. You never know what's going to happen. Players get injured, but we kind of look at them, even though we don't really go by them. But I don't know how you feel about that. You want to touch on the draft grades?
Yeah, we definitely can get into the draft grades. Before we do that though, I do want to say this draft to me, man, it was a little bit all over the place, and the reason why I said that because we got our veteran guys right, but then you add in new guys that you never drafted with before, and it kind of sort of like I just felt like I ain't gonna say too much of all over the place. It was just like God, right where it needed to be. But before I
Absolutely.
bring that up, bro, it's almost like everybody was talking about this one particular team and that our player, and he's a 2-time former champion. To be honest with you, Pity Pat, man, we know Pity Pat come in and he's one of those players that he's going to draft how he want to draft it. He's going to figure out how he want to figure it out. And I guess at the end of the season, where the chips may lay, they fall. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, the draft was cool. A lot of sniping going on. I will say that. Definitely a lot of sniping going on in this league.
Ooh-wee.
So I mean, shit, I can't, man, oh man.
Trained killers around here. Y'all got some trained assassins around here.
Indian Taliban must have had my same draft sheet. He was on all my players.
Definitely something going on. Let me see if I can pull this out. I probably can't pull this up on a PC right now, but let me pull this up right here, and then we can run down the draft grades because I didn't have that loaded up. Just bear with me 1 second. Yeah, man. You definitely sniped me, Cup, for real, for real. I really thought I knew I wanted Jonathan Taylor, bro. I didn't care what nobody else did, 1 through 6 at all.
Mhm.
But when I start seeing it trickle down, and I even CD Lamb dropped the number 8, I'm like, what? Like
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. Like I really like I didn't even expect Savage Shell Road, Jay Witt, man, to go get Justin Jefferson. Like if
right.
anything, I was like, he either going to get Tyreek Hill or he going to get CD Lamb. I didn't expect Justin Jefferson.
I,
But
I was definitely going running back first round in standard. But I was hoping my plan A was for Brees Hall to land right on me, but my backup the whole time was Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, got it.
Yeah,
Definitely
that was
understand
my
that.
plan B.
Yeah, so we got these league grades right here, man. I'm gonna go to this good brothers team, man. This IRS 757. Let me pull him up right quick. Let's go to his team. I want to pull him all the way up because he's actually the only one that got an A.
Right.
Yeah,
And
he's the
he
only
said
one
he
that got.
was ready. And, from his draft, he got some studs on that team.
Yeah, definitely got some. Of course, IRS had pick one, pick
Pick one.
1.01. So obviously we knew, well, most of us knew he was going CMC. I definitely knew he was going CMC. He told me early in the summertime. But right after that, man, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. With that number 2, I did not expect him to go grab Josh Jacobs. That was one of the guys on my draft board. Like when I see him go like that, I was like, gosh, bro. But when you look at his team, man, at quarterback, you got CJ Stroud. You obviously we know what he did in his rookie season last year. You got CMC. Hopefully he's healthy and he come to form. And that's a Monday night game against the Jets, the number 3 defense in the league right now, rank wise anyway. You got Josh Jacobs, newly acquired running back for the Green Bay Packers. Nico Collins, you got T. Higgins, you got Mark Andrews at the tight end position. Jerome Ford definitely running the ball for the Browns, especially with Nick Chubb not back yet. Then you got the Browns defense. He got Aubrey, the good Dallas field goal kicker or whatnot. And then when you look at his bench, man, like I said earlier before we started, he got a lot of stud players to me. Definitely a lot of stud players. But when I look at his bench, I see why he got an A. And you know what I'm saying?
for
If
his
y'all can push
starters.
back, y'all can tell me it's because of the starters. But when you look at his bench, I only really see one value player that might be Joshua Palmer because they already expect him probably be the number 1 wide receiver for Justin Herbert.
Is
But I
that
don't really. Yeah,
Gainwell I see he has?
who was that?
Is that Kenneth
Yeah,
Gainwell?
that's Kenneth
Yeah.
Gainwell.
Yeah.
So what we look at, that's why we said that, these grades really don't matter. Like Marquise was just agreeing to, like, you look at it, his starters are awesome because he really got all studs, but he really doesn't have any value picks that goes along with that. And we know history shows in the MPR leagues, especially, I can't speak for nobody else league, but our league alone, we already know when you got a bunch of studs on your team, yeah, you're gonna win a lot of games, but when it's time for that waiver wire pickup because your record is so good and you can't make no moves. When they get to the playoffs, because you couldn't make no moves and on waiver wire Wednesdays, you likely to get bounced. And I'm not putting my name on his team or anything, but we know how the history repeats itself. You likely to get bounced, maybe first, maybe second round. So, anybody got any pushback towards that, bro? That's just my take, my
I think
opinion
he
on.
has an impressive stack with CJ Stroud and Nico Collins.
Mhm.
That's an impressive stack because I do believe Collins is going to be Stroud's number one receiver with that plethora of receivers in that wide receiver room they have over there. But yeah, his squad is I can see that A for that starting lineup myself.
Definitely, definitely, bro. Anybody else got any takes on his team? And we could just move right on down the line.
And I'm looking at it, man. Like kind of like what y'all said. It's I mean LeBron once used the term top heavy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Remember he said we top heavy. It's but top heavy or not, man. That's gonna be hell to deal with. Health.
Yeah.
Obviously, you gotta
yeah,
factor health in there. That's
yeah,
gonna be hell to deal with on a weekly basis, man. With what you got when you got top guys. Jerome Ford. We'll see what comes of the season. I think he's the only question mark really in his starting, in his flex. But that's a flex guy, so he's probably gonna be moving around.
Who else do they have over there in that running back room?
They re-signed Dante Foreman.
yeah.
They re-signed him after he got cut by another team. He hadn't even been in training camp with them. I think Ford's gonna get the starting nod.
Yeah, they already nodded that. They said Ford is
Oh
already
yeah, he
he
gonna
getting
he
that
gonna get
started.
the starting back, but
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
already nodded.
look,
Yeah,
It's all about them goal line carries.
yeah.
Right.
And that's where you miss a Nick Chubb. You know what I'm saying? Like they not gonna rush. I mean, I just feel like they're not gonna rush Nick Chubb back. I feel like it. This is where I said this is where Deshaun Watson definitely this is his season. That said, hey, I earned that 200 plus odd $1 million that I just stole from you guys because I ain't did nothing. I'm saying because at the end of the day, okay, Nick Chubb is not there. Your top running back is not there. You got to do something. You got to do something. You got Jared Judah at the wide receiver spot. You still got Amari Cooper. You got David Njoku at the tight end position. You can run the ball with your own Ford all you want to, but he's not Nick Chubb. So you got to pass the ball at some point and hope your defense shorten that field for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got a suggestion. Instead of going the number 2 pick, let's go with the grades. Go to the B's next.
Yeah, that's what. Yep, we can go right on down the line. So with that being said, I'm actually next on that list. So let me go to my team. Let me bring my team up if you guys can see this. All right, and I'm gonna let somebody else start on this, man. I'm not even gonna start on myself, man. One of you guys can take the reign on this one right here, and then we can go from there, man. And I am actually, yeah, the second on this list on the grade chart.
I'll go ahead. I got you pulled up right here. So we got at quarterback. This you talking about your team, right, Bo?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. At quarterback, Anthony Richardson. We got
Solid.
Joe Mixon at starting running back. Montgomery at the 2. Amon Ra. Uh, Michael Pittman Jr., Kelsey, Diggs, Stephon Diggs, Jets D, Tucker in there, and then obviously you got I already put it in the chat that I was definitely going for many men, many men.
Yep.
Oh man, Brian Robinson, Jr., J.K. Dobbins, who I think is gonna have a bounce back year. Everybody, he always hurt. He's just consistently hurt. Corum, uh, Braylon Allen, you definitely stacked up at running back. Got a couple of handicaps. Obviously, I think Blake Corum is going to play a major factor. Shaheed on your bench, Marshawn Lloyd, Both of them dealing with a little injury right now, and then Michael Wilson. Uh, I mean, I'll start. I definitely love this team. I told y'all in the past with recaps, mock drafts, and everything. I took Anthony Richardson in our mock draft earlier that we did a couple of shows ago. Uh, Sun God is definitely the most consistent receiver. Uh, Probably going right now. David Montgomery, you got so basically you know all the Lions offense, and I got Jared Goff on my bench, so all the
Hmm.
Lions offense go between me and you. Uh, so Michael Pittman Jr. Everybody's expecting him to obviously have a good year, but I think
Yeah,
I
and I
think I
needed that
think I
stat.
think the only reason he's not higher is because of Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I think I just think that I think that's the only reason because they probably they are balanced offense, but probably a run first offense. And Jonathan Taylor probably just going, that's he gonna be key number one. And obviously Kelsey is Kelsey, Hall of Famer. We'll see what if age catches up to him. And Diggs is the only guy that I kind of really was gonna stay away from in this draft that you took.
I will.
Uh, I like him. I just it's I don't know. Like I just don't know. I had so many question marks about that Houston. I agree with Cup when he say I think Nico Collins is still the primary target. Um but Diggs is Diggs and it ain't like you took it, it ain't like you took a slouch. It's
Yeah.
obviously his ceiling is he's been a top 5 receiver in the league for years. So that's his ceiling. So I think you got a damn good team.
Hey, when I look at this team, I can see why you got a B, or or I don't even see why you didn't get an A actually,
Yeah.
because you look at it, you have a nice solid stack with AR-15 and Michael Pittman Jr. You definitely got one of the top wide receivers in the Sun God. Then you come back around, you got the best number one tight end the last 5 years in Kelsey. That to me looks like your core of your team. But then you got some solid running backs with Mixon and Montgomery that's gonna be the stalemates, stalwarts of your running back room. But then you swung for the fences with about three running backs, young running backs, that if out of 3 shots, one might pop. And if that's the case, you can always slide that into the flex. And until that happens, you got B Rob you can slide in the flex
Mhm.
if Diggs doesn't pan out to get all the targets that he wants. So it's a solid squad to me. And then you come right back around, you snipe me for the Jets defense. I wanted them. I can't lie. And then you got the number one kicker in the game. So solid squad.
Well, maybe I see it a little different than everybody. I like the team, but also I feel like it's top heavy. Outside of your starters and B Rob, it's like most of those is just like we got to wait and see type of approach because we don't know what to expect from them. So it's like I like your the starters; they're solid. That's gonna get you through most of the season. It's just if like Cup was saying, if you get a couple hits on your bench, your team could be and will be very scary.
Yeah.
So it's just all about this one is where this is where I love how I always say it's a marathon, not a sprint. That
Hmm.
your bench gonna show whether or not it's gonna be a marathon or a sprint for your team.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with all of y'all, man. No pushback. And even when I go down to my bench play, I went running back heavy for one reason and one reason only, and that was me doing my homework. Obviously we know Brian Robinson Jr. He is the starting running back of the Washington Commanders. I mean, this is not PPR. You can look at it and be like, Eckler's back there. You got Chris Gonzalez, but they're not Brian Robinson Jr. in his
Hmm.
second year coming alive. Like, he got a lot to prove. Then I go down the list. If I was in PPR, maybe I would have took a Gus Edwards, maybe in this spot over J.K. Dobbins. But what I researched is they want to run the ball in Chargerville. You know what I'm saying? Harbaugh already said he want to. And that's their coach, correct? Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Harbaugh, he's a Michigan man. He know about running the ball. He wants to run the ball. So I feel like J.K. Dobbins, if it's some type of get back season, this is for him. And if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. And then I believe the hype with Blake Corum, man, and the reason why I said is, a lot of people, Kyron Williams last year, man, we obviously know what he did. We obviously know what Puka did. Both of them players was on the bench on waivers for a long time last season before anybody picked them up. And then when somebody picked them up, they boom, you know what I'm saying? They did what they did. So hearing the news where Sean McVay, he ain't really looking at too much of the running back by committee. He just want to run the ball effectively and not really believing too much in Matthew Stafford. But they already talking about that pass game might regress a little bit with Puka and Cooper Cup and stuff like that. So I feel like they're gonna run the ball too. But other than that, man, I appreciate you guys. And I definitely see what you saying, Marquise, man. You know what I'm saying. It looks top heavy, but I feel like it's gonna get me some wins, and we'll adjust as the game, as the league goes on, as the season goes on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Who we
man.
got
So
next?
let's see. Bad news, you up next.
Okay.
Bad news. I'll make sure I'm cognizant of the time, 4:59. So we good to go. Let me pull you up. All right, let's get
What
it.
y'all think about my old man squad? I got a
Let's get
team
it
of vets, team of old heads.
right there. All right. I mean, shit. I could go first.
I
Outside of what's that? Go ahead. You want to go,
my bad.
Cool?
My mic was muted. I was trying to. No, I was already talking, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, shoot. I ain't see you. Okay. I'm gonna
No,
be
I had
quick with
mic.
this one.
I had mic.
Okay. Nah, man. Hey, to be honest with you, bro, you call it an old man squad, but I feel like it's still value in this squad, bro. Like, to be honest with you, Kyler Murray's definitely got to come and prove himself this season. You know what I'm saying? And what better way to do it with young weapons that he has, like Marvin Harrison Jr. Still got Trey McBride. You got James Conner still running the ball effectively. If he ever get hurt like he always tend to do each season, you still got Trey Benson in the backfield. So Kyler Murray has weapons. He definitely got to prove himself this season. I feel like it. Jonathan Taylor is Jonathan Taylor, man. I wish he was on my team. I wish he did get a snipe value. Because he's definitely one of those running backs I was going to get, especially with that stat with Anthony Richardson, man. They're gonna run that fucking ball effectively. I just feel like it. We could go down the line. Aaron Jones, man. I said it. I said it in the chat a couple of days ago or last week. I still feel like he got something in the tank, man. I mean, you got Ty Chandler back there catching balls out of the backfield, but it's Aaron Jones, bro. And what better way, he played his rival team in the Green Bay Packers twice a year. So he gonna try to stick it to him. You know what I'm saying? Mike Evans is Mike Evans. Big time Mike. He's still gonna do his thing. I feel like it. Like he did last season. Baker Mayfield definitely know how to get him the ball. DK Metcalf was definitely on my list. Far as Geno Smith getting him the ball. I feel like what's his name? I can't even think of the rookie name last season.
JSN.
JSN.
Yeah, JSN. I feel like he's going to come alive. I do feel like Tyler Lockett is going to have a bit of a regression this season, but this way I feel like DK still has to come and be to let them know, hey, I'm that number one wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? In Seattle. Trey McBride, the tight end. I just spoke on him. They got the stat right there with him and Kyler Murray. That's big right there. Cooper Cup, man. I feel like Cooper Cup is going to revive itself this season. And then you go down Bengals defense. Not too big on them, but I'm not too down on them either because I did have them in PPR last season, and they made it count when they needed to make it count. You know what I'm saying? You just need them to not be in a negative, especially on defense. Just don't be in a negative. You win a guy Young Hoku, we know obviously that is your boy, your kicker. He's definitely gonna put points up on the board, man. Especially in the Mercedes Benz stadium. Outside of the elements, he's going to kick that ball, bro. He's definitely going to kick that ball. And then you go down to your bench, man. D Hops, waiting to see what he's going to do with Calvin Ridley on the other side. You got Jaleel McCollin. I feel like he's going to do big things for uh, the Denver Broncos offense. Taysom Hill is Taysom Hill. He's one of those players that those weeks that you need him, he might be the quarterback, he might be the running back, he might be the tight end. He can do it all. And then I see you when they got Matthew Stafford, the quarterback. You definitely needed a quarterback. Still, his defense is right there. with Queen and all of them. So you got a solid defense, and then Romeo Dobbs. We were just talking about him. Not too big on Romeo. He got to prove himself too coming up the wide receiver tree and the Packers. But man, kudos, bro. I like your team. I mean, you call him the old man team, but I like your team though, bro.
The only young man that I have is on my IR right now, and that's my running back I got from Carolina. He's
Jonathan Brooks.
yeah, I got Brooks.
Okay, I just scrolled it. There we go, right there. Jonathan Brooks. Yep, Jonathan Brooks, right there. Yes, sir. Anybody got anything for the Cup team? Set this bad
No,
boy.
man. I agree with pretty much everything you said. Just solid all the way around the board. I did want DK Metcalf. I'll go ahead and put that out there. I did. I
Yeah.
definitely did want DK. Um, what round you get him in Cup?
I actually, that was one of my targeted players. I the way I did the draft, I didn't go by ADP at all. Um, I just had some targeted players, and I went and got them when I knew I wouldn't be able to get them in the next round.
You got? Did you get him in the? Did you get him in the 2 or the 3?
I got them in the turn.
Let me see.
I had 2 picks. I had 2 picks within 3 spots in the
Oh, right,
turn,
right, right, right.
and I got them on the second part of the turn.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah, second round. Yep.
I was looking at him at the back half of that third, So, like you said, I agree. Everything around the board, man. Trey McBride. Obviously, I think people worried about Marvin Harrison Jr. kind of coming in and maybe stealing some of his shine, but I think it just makes for more of a well-rounded offense. If Kyler Murray if he's worth a damn,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be the most well-rounded offense you had. You
Mm-hmm.
got Connor to tote the rock. You got Harrison on the outside. You got McBride to work the middle of the field. So this is a well-rounded That's a well-rounded offense. I like it. Aaron Jones is probably the only little bit of a question mark for you. Just based on maybe just a little bit of age and maybe health. But he finished last year strong.
Um,
And I hate the Packers, so I tried. It was hard for me to even be thinking about taking them. I kind of considered it, but I stayed away from it a little bit. But no, solid team all the way around, man.
Yeah.
Bench is solid. I think McLaughlin could. McLaughlin is the one dude you got on your team that could he could either skyrocket or he could just be just a regular
Mm-hmm.
mediocre guy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he hit his stride the way that all the reports are saying, then you know what I mean. So he might skyrocket for you, or he might just I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's the one question mark on your bench. But I like the team overall for sure.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Guess it's on me right now. My only gripe with your team is your running backs. I think
Yeah,
that's your weakest. That's your weakest position on your team,
that's
and
it.
you're hoping that Aaron Jones actually do have something left in the tank, just off of 5 games the end of the season last year. Not too much. A full season Aaron Jones. I just don't see it. I see maybe getting 8 games out of him, and then we'll. Next thing you know, you're just hoping. You're hoping and wishing, because he's nothing but another year older. And that's my only that's the running back position. That's the only thing that could actually hold you back.
Now, to me, I agree with you. When I assess my own team, that is my weakness, my running back room. But I can tell you a couple of facts about Aaron Jones. Uh, the Minnesota Vikings offensive line is going to be top 5 this year. So this is going to be the best line he played with in a few years. Um, and obviously
Has,
they're going to have to
has
run
that
that
happened
ball.
yet?
They hadn't run. They have to run that ball with the quarterback going down, and he can still catch the ball too. I think it's going to be a lot of checkdowns to him. Uh, and hopefully he can stay around until my rookie takes over the running back spot from Chuba. I believe that's going to happen this year, and
Boy,
you know.
you got a lot of hopes with this team.
Uh, and if Kyler doesn't pan out, I love that stack I got there. If Kyler doesn't pan out, then I'll put Stafford in there, who's a crafty vet who was quietly a top 3 quarterback the last half of the season last year. And they're always in one of the top offenses in the league. So I got that going, and I do believe Cooper Kupp is going to bounce back. He was injured all of last year. The year before that, he was the top wide receiver with the Triple Crown. So I think he's going to come back this year and show people
That
who
was
he
2 years
is.
ago, Cup.
I want to touch on Jalen McLaughlin. Jalen McLaughlin is backing up probably the most injury-prone running back in the league over there in Denver, and Javonte Williams. And the fact about Jalen McLaughlin is, and I'm going to sign off of this, is that he is college football's #1 running back. If you can check that stat, he has a record as the #1 college running back. He was a rookie last year, and he shined when Javonte was hurt. So if he gets hurt again or he misses a step, because he always hurt, then I believe McLaughlin has stepped right in. He led all of college. He got the record.
Yes,
What
sir.
record is that?
Let me pull this up.
And I believe the coach for the New Orleans Saints said he's going to use Taysom Hill a little more this year.
Yeah, they gotta do something. Obviously Michael Thomas is not there anymore. Their defense look good, but as far as the offense, man, I just feel so bad for not only Alvin Kamara, man. I feel bad for Olave.
Well,
Like,
Kamara is the only running back they got healthy.
yeah,
So they're gonna have to run Taysom a little bit, and especially around. He's the one that steals the touchdowns. If anybody steals touchdowns, it's Taysom Hill.
definitely, man. Let's move right along, man. Let me pull this out. Revenge, you're actually next on the list, man.
B B
You
B B
also got a beat
B
too.
Yes, sir.
Team up, man.
B B B B B.
All right, let's get it. Let me pull that up. You guys can see it. There we
That's a
go.
beautiful team.
There we go. All right.
I started off, and I'm going to his favorite player, one of his favorite players, who I think should be on this bench. But right now, I guess they saying Chuba gonna start. But that rookie is waiting, boy. Ooh. But
Jonathan Brooks.
Next year.
Jennifer Brooks. But I will tell you this, man. He got great value with Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
I actually had Deontay Johnson on my sheet, and I was looking to get him, and that was a great pick. I like the Najee pick. Where did he get Najee? What round did you get Najee in?
I think it was the 5th or
I
something.
think
The 4th.
it
The
was
4th. Yeah, the 4th.
Yeah, I like the Najee pick.
Just bear with me 1 second. Scroll down to his team.
I think he got him later than
He
the
got
fifth.
Najee. Where is it at? Where's his name? I don't even see his name.
Because it was a traded pick. Because
Got it. That's what.
picks I got from IRS.
Oh man. Yeah. So I wouldn't even be able to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Go by the round. Go by the round. Hold on. And it showed me. I got Hurts in the 3rd. I didn't have a 4th. Oh wait, yeah, I had Laporta in the 4th. I didn't have a 5th.
Because he dropped tremendously.
I got him in the 7th.
In the 7th round.
That's what I was saying. I remember he got him late. So he actually, I believe, Revenge Season got the 2 best value picks in the draft with Deontay and Najee for what he got them, like for their ADPs. That was a good draft for you. I will say that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Cool. You want to go, or I can go?
I love Bijan. Najee in the 7th that's incredible.
Yes,
that's one thing. That's one thing I say about the about our particular league. I'm starting to learn this. You know, this is my 2nd year with y'all. I'm starting to learn that ADP with draft and with this particular group of people means absolutely nothing. How Najee Harris got to the 7th is
I don't know.
That's incredible. And you got Devontae late too. Now I know people are Always Gardner Minshew and all that, man. Man, I told y'all before when we did our mock drafts, I covered that. Uh, the, I bet on goats. I
Mm-hmm.
always bet on if you are great at what you do, I'm always bet on you to be great until I see you not be great. And I
There you
haven't seen
go.
Devontae Adams not be great.
Yeah, right.
You've seen his quarterback play struggle, but you haven't seen him struggle. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So Deontay Johnson, obviously a value pick. We always know that you value the Carolina boys, and I'm sure you got a close eye on what's going on with that team.
Yes, sir.
Chuba Hubbard, like you said, I don't know if I agree with you that Jonathan Brooks can't take this over later on in the season.
Talk to me, cool. Talk to me, cool.
I think it'll be like I think it'll be late. I think by the
Okay.
time that it has true value, to your point, what you were saying about Cup with having Jonathan Brooks, I think when it's time for by the time Jonathan Brooks gives you great value, I think we're gonna be in like week 10 already, and I'm not sure it's gonna do. I mean, maybe your team is already in great position and he just adds to it. But
I hope so.
if you in any kind of little pickle, I don't think that Jonathan Brooks is gonna save your season in week 10 when he hits his stride. I personally, just personally,
That's
but
fair.
it's a 17-week season. Do I think that he could take, just in football terms, not fantasy football? Do I think he could take Chuba's job by week 10, 11? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Later on in the season, Laporta. I know you had I know you had McBride in the mock draft, and I thought that may be who you kind of was targeting this time
Hmm.
around. But you went Laporta. I like that pick. Um, grab my Midwest
I like that defense.
my Midwest Monsters D.
I like that defense. Them boys young and fast, man.
They played
Yeah,
good last year too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Hmm.
year, but they played good once they got my DN over there. They
I'm gonna
turned
keep
those.
it. I'm gonna keep it a bean on on the bench. It's you got dudes to me that much like what I said about McLaughlin. If you got dudes that if they take off, you probably gonna win this shit again. You probably gonna if Watson keep his hamstrings together with Green Bay, you got a stud. If Bo Nix do anything for Cortland Sutton like Russell Wilson did, getting him touchdowns,
Hmm.
you got a stud. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about Zach Moss, Demario Douglas, to be continued, but
Mm-hmm.
Charbonnet, if anything happened to Kenneth Walker, I think you got another stud. Like, I think you just got a lot. Shakir, I see him down there. Like, I think you got dudes that if they do pop, and I'm not just saying this just because we here and we, all us cool with each other. I really do think that bench to me right now is probably if it pops for you,
Uh-huh.
that's probably the
Maybe,
strongest bench in the league, and you probably gonna win. You
That's
probably
what
gonna
I
win.
like. Oh yeah.
maybe it's just me, but I think he only got Brown because they got the same first name.
Stupid.
I ain't gonna lie, I did see it and I was like, I might as well go ahead and get this man on my bench, man. I ain't gonna lie. And I still like him, but I was like, yeah, might as well.
Right.
Might as well. Go
Hey, man,
draft twin right quick.
right. Let me go and grab him right quick. Come on, rap with me this season.
Let's go, twin.
He couldn't
Hey,
resist it. He couldn't resist that. I got to
And
get
it
him
and
by
it
my
was
name.
good value. Like he dropped real late, and I was like, man, ain't no way.
yeah,
Ain't no way I could just let this slide, man.
yeah. And them players tend to drop anyway, especially if it's
For his
anything they missing
namesake, you
more
got
than
to go ahead
four.
and pull him on in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, might as well, man. Might as well.
I
exactly.
think
Hey, man.
Cortland Sutton have double-digit touchdowns last year.
Yes.
I think he had 10 of them. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
10.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
He was tied with Amon Ross St. Brown.
Yeah, and Christian Watson was the number one option for Green Bay before he got hurt.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah,
you
he's fully
talking, you
healthy
talking
now.
them some studs right there. But you gotta but they gotta do what they supposed to do for you.
Yeah.
If they underperform, then you might be just looking at a so-so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Might be a
think
It's
rough year.
I think with Green Bay, I think with him being hurt last year, everybody else rose up, and now he won't be the number one option. I think it'll be like a committee, like in Houston. It's gonna be like a committee.
If your quarterback looking your way first, that's kind of just that's a telltale sign. You know, they do breakdowns of the receivers. I don't know how much of this stuff y'all watch, but you know when they do breakdowns of
Mm-hmm.
like the receiver and the quarterback play, that's
His
just
first options.
he was the number
Yeah.
one option for him, and he's the
Because he
deep
the
threat.
deep man. You
And he's
always
the
got to
deep
look
threat.
deep first.
Yeah.
You look deep and then you come in. So he look at him first because he's always on that go route. He's really fast.
Yeah.
Christian Watson is really fast. So that's why I think that's why he look at him first because he the deep man.
Yeah, let me get my 2 cents in. Like Cool said, man, and I'm gonna say this to this point. I don't see no difference here than my team, to be honest with you. The only difference that I do see, he got more of value wide receivers. I got more of value running backs on the
Running
bench.
backs. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it, it's top heavy. Bajan Robinson is Bajan Robinson. Hopefully he can pop without Arthur Smith being there. Najee is to me what Joe Mixon might be to Houston. So when I kind of look at it, is almost the same team. It's just opposite of who we have on our bench. He got more wide receivers, like I said. I got more running
One
backs.
little bit of pushback though, Bo. The only
Yeah.
thing with that I would say that's contrary to that is Blake Corum on your bench is because we haven't seen him.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
on,
no, that's true.
you know what I mean. Everybody on Revenge bench we've seen, you know, and
Yeah.
we know the potential for what it's supposed to be if they do what they're supposed to do. We ain't seen
Yeah,
it yet.
definitely. And
Now,
yeah,
if Blake
definitely.
Corum is what he, now, I didn't you know, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I definitely agree. I actually had Zach Moss Howell on my draft board too, man. I did want him until I started hearing other news. And that's why the Bengals were so uh ready to get rid of Joe Mixon. They really love Chase Brown. As far as they really don't get me wrong, Zach Moss is that goal line back, but they really love Chase Brown. So outside of that, man, hell of a team, bro. Definitely a hell of a team.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
That's stacked up right there, man. Let's go down here quickly, man. We can go down these other ones. Draft room is open up for PPR Superflex, you guys. So
Oh
don't want to
yeah.
pop in there or whatnot, but let me bring this back up, and then we can go down this list a little quicker, and then get to you cool and through the other teams. I can't even find what I did with the list. Just bear with me 1 second. There it is, right there, pal. All right, here we go. So next we got Gridiron Guards. Guys, this is a new member of the MPR family, man. Let's look at his squad and just trickle it down. But yeah, this is dope, man. I just overall think we had a dope draft, man, for real, for real. So
Oh
you look
yeah.
at his team right here, man. He's a B2. He's a B. We still got two more Bs after this, and Team Myers and Avayo, and then we'll start getting into the Cs. But you look at this squad, man, with Justin Herbert, you got Brees Hall, ETN Jr., Brandon Ayuk, newly signed Brandon Ayuk, because it feel like he hasn't been on the team in forever. For real, to be honest with you, I'm glad they got that deal done. Then he come back around and get this value pick in Zay Flowers, man. Like, gosh, bro. Like, so I feel like his wide receivers are definitely set. You got Dalton Kincaid at the tight end position, James Cook. You got the Lions defense, and then you got Santos, the kicker. Then when you look at his bench play, you got Jalen Waddle. Obviously, he's the number 2 receiver in Miami, that high-powered offense. You got Christian Kirk. Jacksonville, we know Trevor Lawrence definitely love throwing it to him when he can. Gus Edwards, you got Trey Benson, the handcuff to James Conner. Kirk Cousins, I definitely was looking at Kirk Cousins. TJ Hawkinson is out. And then you got Jordan Mason, which is the handcuff to CMC. And he just became the actual number 2 back because Elijah Mitchell is out for the season. He's definitely out for the season. So solid team overall, man. Quickly, man, y'all got anything on this team, man? We can run it down. It's not a bad team at all, and he is a B in this.
That's a solid team. I actually like the
Solid team.
team.
Yeah,
Uh,
solid team.
um,
I'm a little shaky about Herbert. I'm gonna be honest with you. But other than that, I just feel like he still got a solid team, though.
mm-hmm. This is honestly the last three teams are basically just real solid teams because this is you can basically say the same about this team that we said about my team and then the team before. So it's like this is a good team too.
Yeah. Yeah, like and to what Cool was saying, man, it's so like we don't really do ADP so much, man, that people come in here and draft good teams, man. And then when
Hmm.
by the time you look at them, you know what I'm saying? We always say, man, them projections don't matter at all because when you start getting into the game flow of things, and then here go mid Sunday, you be looking at your team, be like, damn, I really thought I was gonna win this, but then you in a tight game with this player that you
Uh
thought you
huh.
was gonna dominate, and they right there with you to the end. So that's how that go, man. But he is a B with that.
I I do believe, maybe with the low volume of passing, he's going to get out his quarterback. But he has a quarterback that's going to be tossing that rock and Kirk
And
Cousins
Kirk
on his
Cousins
back.
on the bench. Yeah,
So, I mean, with Kirk Cousins there, he got a decent squad. It looks
yeah.
good, man. Before we move on, y'all, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor today,
The,
Raz. The Raz.
the
Sleep,
vapors.
the sleek design, that's easily disposable and can fit in your pocket or your purse for your vaping enjoyment. Shout out
You
to
did.
Raz for all the wonderful flavors of the vaping.
The vapes. The vapes. Hey, let's push right along, man. Let's Team Myers is up next, man. He definitely say he doesn't like his team at all, man. But hey,
You
I
drafted
love
him.
my team. You drafted him. you drafted him. So you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with, bro. So if you go
Make some
into
moves.
gotta make some moves, man. So here goes Team Myers team right here. He's also sitting at a B. So I mean, obviously ESPN rankings like him. Brock Purdy sitting at the QB position, Pacheco sitting at running back number one. You got Rashad White, and obviously he is a Tampa Bay Buccaneers super fan. So Rashad White, his volume, I ain't even gonna say value, this volume, he's definitely touched the ball last season a lot. Just spoke on Chris Olave. Is he gonna come alive like he's supposed to in that offense or whatnot? We obviously know what he did in college. Rasheed Rice, man, I did hear that they're not planning on suspending him this season. It's going to hold out probably to 2025, the beginning of next season. So he got him a steal on him right there. You already know Pat Mahomes threw him that rock last season, and especially in the Super Bowl, rookie Super Bowl winner wide receiver right there. Then you got Kyle Pitts at the tight end position. Then you got Alvin Kamara. That's another, you know what I'm saying? I guess you want to call that wide receiver running back stat right there, the New Orleans Saints. And then 49ers defense, Harrison Butker at the kicking position. Then I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I like his. I don't take this the wrong way. The first half of his bench I like better than his actually starting team. To be honest with you. And anybody got any pushback on that, please let it be heard. But I like George Pickens. I love Calvin Ridley. I feel like Calvin Ridley, whether it's Will Levis throwing him the rock in Tennessee, I feel like he's going to do good there. And Zamir White, man, the Raiders got to run the ball at some point. So, how y'all feel about Team Myers team?
If I'm not mistaken, Team Myers' team right as of right now, if I'm looking at the same team,
It's gonna be changing.
this not the right team, right?
Well, he
'Cause
just made a
Yeah,
trade. He
he
made
just
Yeah,
made
he
a
made a
trade.
trade.
Definitely he made a trade. But yeah, this will be changing. He did acquire. Let me get to this so we can actually see what him and Why So Serious did. So here we go right here. He's actually acquiring Josh Allen, Ty Chandler, and Addison from Why So Serious for Brock Purdy, George Pickens, and Calvin
so
Ridley.
it already updated.
No, not It's
That's
probably
fine.
going to update tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
And for lead purposes, you guys that's watching, when it's days like this, right after Sunday and Monday and stuff like that, man, any trades that go down, trades only getting pushed through when you know what I'm saying. When it's what how do I want to say it? Trades will really get pushed through when it's like game time. If it's that day of the game, or you know what I'm saying, right before the game or whatnot. Everything we got to give people a chance to veto. That's what it's for. That's what it's built
Right.
for. So
Right.
let me go back to his team. So, anybody want to ask to be like, hey, can y'all push this through? Nah, we gotta let it ride. We gotta let it
But I
ride.
mean,
So,
overall though, I still like I like the Rashee Rice pick on this team.
yeah,
49ers D gonna be strong, I think. So I mean he's overall looking good. Pickens, Calvin Ridley. I couldn't believe Calvin Ridley fell that far because I was thinking about taking him. I was thinking about taking him that round too, but Calvin Ridley fell down to him, and then he grabbed
yeah,
Samir White. So yeah, he got a strong squad over there.
yeah. He got a strong squad.
I add that his team is okay, but after that trade, I think his team is looking a lot better.
A
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
I think
a
it's
lot
looking a
lot.
better.
lot better.
Hmm.
He definitely won that trade.
Big time.
I don't see what he gave up to get
He ain't give up nothing.
Josh Allen, but
Yeah,
I got to play him in the first game, so
Oh no, I
we'll
think then
see.
he give up Brock Purdy, George Pickens, and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, that's who he gave up. Yeah, for Josh Allen. I can't even. We gonna. I have to go back to it. I just looked at it. I have a brain fog right now. But he gave it up for Josh Allen. He got Josh Allen. Here we go.
wait,
About to
wait,
pop
wait.
up.
I thought it
Top.
was. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he traded George Pickens, Brock Purdy, and Calvin Ridley to Why So Serious. But
Mhm.
Why So Serious gave him Josh Allen, Ty Chandler, and Jordan Addison. Like outside of Josh Allen, I really don't see where he improved. I would have kept Calvin Ridley and Pickens. So
Oh, whatever.
actually, when you look at it, Why So Serious actually won this trade to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
actually saw this
yeah.
backwards. I saw this backwards before. I was tripping. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
you
he was
good, bro.
getting Josh Allen.
Yeah. So Team
Yeah,
Myers,
I
yeah,
thought he was getting Josh Allen also.
yeah. So Team Myers is getting Josh Allen.
No, I was thinking why so serious was getting
Oh,
Josh.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
So I was
And we,
backwards. So I think Myers won the trade.
yeah, Myers definitely won the trade. Oh well, I
No,
don't know.
no.
I
Why so
said why so
serious
serious.
won this trade?
So if you think he won the trade off of Josh Allen, I kind of sort of agree with you, but not getting rid of Calvin Ridley and George Pickens. Like
Yeah,
just my
Yeah,
nah.
opinion.
he
Like
gave away some wide receiver value. I mean, but he probably what his is his team next? No.
That's what we were just looking at.
No,
So he gave away some, but he got Olave and
And
Rasheed
got
Rice.
his
So
yeah,
yeah, but that's
yeah,
all he got. His wide receiver core is gonna be hurt now.
yeah. Definitely gonna be hurt. He gonna be
I
making some trades. We already know that's coming.
who
Yeah,
we got
definitely gonna
next,
be making
folks?
some trades. So next, yeah, because we gotta wrap this up too, fellas. Next,
Yes, sir.
let me get to it. We got Team of Viola. Let me get to him. Let me bring him up. All right. His team right here, man. Caleb Williams. Got Kyron Williams. Two William boys. You got A Chain. CD Lamb dropped down to him at the number 8th pick. You got DJ Moore, Pat Fairmouth, James Conner, the Saints defense, and Cameron Dicker. Man, he got a solid team, man. He has a solid team, bro, to be honest with you. And my just the way I see it, because even you go down to his bench, you got Amari Cooper, you got Terry McLaurin. Little shaky about Zeke. You got Lad McConkey, and then Deshaun Watson and Mike Williams. Mike Williams, they already expected him to be the number 2 receiver on the other end of Jared Wilson, and he's actually coming back the first game of the season. So this team of value, man, team of
I
value.
think he definitely has great wide receiver depth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the last of the B's right there. We're about to start getting to these C's. So let's move right along, man. So we can wrap this up, get to our draft. All right, so next, man, we got our good boy Shell Road, the Savage. He said he didn't like his draft, man. Here's the squad, man. Dak Prescott starting at quarterback. Kenneth Walker the third, his RB1. Ramondre Stevenson, man. Like we said, if you looked at the way he drafted, he couldn't help it. I wouldn't say he couldn't help it. He did himself a disservice in the draft pick trading category. Because he didn't he had a 4th round pick, and I think he didn't have another pick to like the 8th round or maybe the 9th round. So he had to go get Ramondre Stevenson. They value him at a flex player. Justin Jefferson went off the board first for him. AJ Brown, Brock Bowers, the tight end for the Raiders, Austin Eckler, the Dolphins, and Zerline is kicker. And then when you go down to his bench, Tajay Spears, Goddard, He did get two at quarterback. Jared Judy, we don't know obviously what he's going to do with Cleveland. You got Jalen Pope. We don't know what he's going to do in New England with Drake May, and then Adam Thielen. Your boy Marquise, Adam
Yes,
Thielen.
sir.
Yes, sir. So that's the first of the C's. Pity Pat Patton is next. I'm pretty sure we got something to say about his squad. Pretty sure of it.
Yes.
So
Petey Pat drafted the most quarterbacks ever in our draft for standard.
man, I had to look, bro. I thought we was in PPR, bro. I was like, yo, are we drafting PPR first? I got a little nervous. I'm not even saying that in a jokingly way, bro. I really was like, yo, what? Like this crazy.
Yo, but
So
Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, if they could start at the same time, he would have a crazy PPR squad.
hey, it might
Yeah,
it might
most
happen in
definitely.
the next draft. You never
Yeah,
know.
Nah, he ain't getting both of them.
but
Nah.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna make some trades, and this
Or
is
try
not gonna
to.
be his. This is definitely not gonna be his final team. But he
Yeah.
has some pieces. He got Tyreek. He got some pieces.
Tyreek, Tank Dell, George Kittle, you got Keenan Allen. You know what I'm saying? He got pieces, but then you look at his bench, you still got the two starter quarterbacks Jackson and Love. You got a defense, I'm not I mean to each his own two defenses outside of all of those quarterbacks that you have. He got a lot of trade bait. He
Yeah,
definitely got a lot of trade bait. So
that's definitely not gonna be his last and final team.
yeah, he definitely
We
got a
can,
lot of
we
trade
can
bait.
probably
So
move on.
yeah, definitely gonna move on from Pity Pat. We all know how that went down. Why so serious is next, man? Let me get to his
My
tab.
week one opponent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So obviously we just seen that he traded Team Myers, Josh Allen, or what have you. But when you look at his squad, man, you got Saquon, you got DeAndre Swift, you got
Ooh, he got a
Debo.
Debo stack. He got
Yeah.
Brock Purdy to go at a Debo stack. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
he might have came off a decent on this,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I say I feel like he won it, man. Like, and then you look at it, Devontae Smith, the number two receiver in Philly. They looking for big things for him this season. And Joku, you got Aduze, the Falcons
That's Cool's
defense.
guy right there, Duze.
Yeah,
He,
yes,
you
sir.
wanted him, then you cool.
yeah, I did.
You gotta go. You gotta bust a
Yeah,
move for him. Definitely gotta bust a move for him. Then you go down, man. You see Ty Chandler and Jordan Addison will not be on his team anymore. And I'm surprised Myers did that, man. That's two Viking teammates. You know what I'm saying? One trade. Whatever he's seeing that. I mean, to each his own. But you got JSN, you got Aaron Rodgers, Keon Coleman, Dalton Schultz, and then Bo Nix is his second quarterback. So that's why it's so serious. Up next, man, we got our brother, man, our brother Cool, Midwest Monster, man. Let's check your team out, broski. Joe Burrow, Joe Cool, man, starting off, man. Jameer Gibbs, solid pit right there.
Solid piece. Solid piece.
Solid pit. David Singletary, definitely another solid pit, man. The Giants definitely need somebody to run that ball.
Big time
Then,
stack next. Big
you
time
see the
stack.
stat, you see it right there with Chase and Burrow, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I actually traded that away a couple of years back, and that's how
Ah,
Jay Witt won
won
his
the
first
chip.
championship. Yep.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, man.
Marvin Harrison
But
Jr.
yeah, Jake Ferguson, the tight end for Dallas. You already know he's gonna get a lot of touches. You got Drake London, the number one
He
wide
got good
receiver.
value for London. London was the one that
Definitely,
dropped the
he
most in
dropped.
our draft
Hmm.
from ADP.
He did. He did, man.
and let me
The
just
Chiefs
say
defense.
too. Let me
Yeah,
just
go
say
ahead.
everybody kind of threw my entire mock draft season off for like the last
Yeah.
2 months. My right hand to God, I have not
Mhm.
gotten Jamar Chase in the first round of any mock draft I've done. None.
Wow.
Not a one damn mock draft that I did. I've done 500 mock drafts. I didn't get Jamar Chase in one draft.
One.
I think that
One.
team probably
It
should
threw
be
my
better than a
whole
C.
it threw my whole plan off for how I was going to go first, second, and third. But it kind of improved it at the same time because, like you said, I wasn't as high on Drake London in the second round.
Mhm.
But for him to fall that far, oh come
Yeah,
on,
he
dog.
fell. He dropped.
Oh
He
come on.
dropped.
He
Now,
Well,
definitely dropped.
I think I got him. I know I got him. It had to have been later than the sixth. because
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
took him after Ferguson, and I didn't have
yeah,
a 6th round pick, so I must have got London in the 7th.
I
yeah,
will say this, like the commissioner mentioned earlier, that Chase Brown, if he takes over that running back room, that should be a
Yep,
B grade for
yep.
that
hmm
draft.
hmm yeah.
Also, the
Chase Brown,
Warren
big.
pick, because I like, Marquise got him for great value. He got Najee for
Yeah,
great value, but I took Warren like kind of around or so after that.
yeah,
Uh,
and you can't miss with those handcuffs, bro. Like the handcuffs are valuable. They
yeah,
definitely are. Like you know what
yeah.
I'm saying. You
So,
got to.
and golf, another guy. I think the guy for me that I'm looking to really pop for me, obviously he's a little bit of an older name, not necessarily a new guy, but Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Rico Dowdle. I'm not worried about Zeke. I'm just not.
Nah, me
And
either.
I'm not worried
Nah.
about nothing with Dalvin Cook. Not until he does it. If he's doing it on the field, good. But I'm tired of
Yeah,
hearing about Dalvin Cook supposed to be this and that.
yeah. Nah, I don't
So
believe it.
that's the only guy I'm looking to pop. And Xavier Worthy, man,
I think he
good
has
luck,
high potential.
good luck NFL defense
Mhm.
dealing with Pat
Yeah,
Mahomes and Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think he has very high potential. He showed out in one of the preseason games actually,
yeah. It
and
did.
you got the number one quarterback throwing you the ball, and doesn't he have like super top speed?
Mhm.
Is he one of
Mhm.
the fastest guys that came out
Top
the draft?
40 of all time. Top
Oh,
Mhm.
40.
excuse me. There it is. I knew it was something
Top
about
40 of
his
all
speed.
time.
I knew it was something about his speed. So you put that speed with the number one quarterback in the league, I
Right.
think it should be a B grade. I think they did him a disservice.
And by the
Yeah, that's
way,
what I said.
Jamar Chase dropping based on like I guess contract situations, y'all crazy as hell.
Right.
Y'all are nuts. You
Yeah,
think
I definitely would have took him.
if y'all think the number one receiver for the quarterback that's making a gazillion dollars is not gonna get signed, y'all are out
Yeah,
your damn mind.
I just look.
That's
The
why.
only
That's
reason
why.
I didn't take him because I didn't want to take him over. I said I won't going over. I won't take him over Sun God. But other than that, if he'd have felt to me, I would have took him easily, bro. Easily. Forget that contract situation. He got a ball. He gonna have to play.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, he gonna have to play, man. But last
Any
but not
cause
least,
revenge?
Nah, y'all covered all of it.
solid team, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
very
a solid
solid.
team when you look at it.
I think he should. They did him a disservice. He should just a B squad.
Yeah, I give him that because his bench got a lot of same thing. His bench got a lot of value to it.
hmm And last but not least, man, Indy Taliban, man.
The
He's
sniper.
the
The
bottom. Yeah, the
sniper.
sniper.
He is a sniper.
Yeah, he's definitely a sniper, man. Shout out to him in his league too, man, the Champions League, man. But Jaden Daniels, man, his quarterback, his top quarterback, man. You got Derrick Henry, Javante Williams. We already spoke on Javante Williams in that Denver Broncos offense. Let's see how he fared this season. Garrett Wilson, Puka Nakua, two solid wide receivers, man. Evan Ingram, tight end. We all obviously know what he does in Jacksonville and Duval. Then he went and got Malik Neighbors, man. So we got to see if the rookie is really what the rookie is supposed to be, or what people hype him up to be this season. Outside of that, you got D'Amico Ryan's defense in the Texans. You got Evan McPherson, the kicker, and then when you go down to his bench, man, this if it's one player, man, it's Tony Pollard, man. Like I bypassed him so much because I really don't know. Like I ain't gonna say I don't know about him, but I just really he doesn't tickle my fancy, man. You know what I'm saying? To be like, I
Mhm.
want him even on my bench. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own.
I do
Uh,
see a nice stack on his bench. That's a snipe that I was looking at. I was looking at
mhm.
Trevor Lawrence and
And Brian
Brian
Thomas
Thomas
Jr. from
Jr. That
LSU.
was a stack I definitely wanted,
Yep.
and I definitely wanted Jaden Daniels as my QB backup. I
Yeah.
wanted to, but that's a nice stack. I think.
Yeah, and I even look at he got Malik Neighbors. He got the two LSU wide receivers, man. I'm gonna be
Yes,
honest with you. I like Malik Neighbors, but I like Brian Thomas Jr. a little better than Malik
yes,
Neighbors. That's
I
just my
do.
opinion. Like, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm not saying that. I just like both of them.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying I kind of sort of like Thomas Jr. a little better than Malik Neighbors, man. But outside of that, you got Jalen Wright. Miami is definitely big on them. They definitely doing running back by committee. So it could either be A Chain, it could be Mostert. We know what Mostert did last season. He came alive like he ain't the old man, but he definitely did And Jalen Wright is fast as on the what, man. I don't know if y'all seen his highlights and what he's been doing. Like they needed any more speed. But Khalil Herbert, Chicago running back, Bryce Young, that might be proven to be big, man. Later on down the
Mhm.
season, then Noah Fant at the tight end spot. So
Yeah, I think no offense going to be out the league soon, but he has a big stack because he has Trevor Lawrence, Evan Ingram, and Brian Thomas Jr.
mhm,
That's
yep,
a big stack. So he got a big
Mhm.
stack with those.
yeah.
But will he ever get to play over Jaden Daniels? We'll see.
Yeah, definitely we'll see. Hey, fellas, that's all of the teams wrapped up. Like we said, man, these league grades mean absolutely nothing, man, because we still got to plug and play these players. But we about to get out of here, man. It's 5:33 our way, man, Eastern Standard Time. We already know what's about to happen in a few minutes, man. PPR Super Flex. Hope you guys
Yes,
ready.
sir.
I am
Go!
actually on the clock right now because I got the number one pick. So I
Let's
see y'all in a
Yeah.
few.
go!
Yes,
Let's get it.
sir. And we out.
Talking on the phone cause they listening. While you counting all your problems, I'ma count the bags. I'ma get it out the ass. I've been grinding all week, I don't even sleep. You been working so hard, why you sitting there sleep?
Hey, no, that's definitely true, man. Hey, here we go, continuation, man. This the PPR X. I ain't even gotta sit here introduce, man. You know what it is, man. We finally, man, draft day is over with in our books for real, man. I'm excited about it. But let's get to it, fellas, man. This the grades right here. Definitely grades. We was just talking about it before we pushed the button. Team Myers, man. He got his A he was looking for. He definitely got his A he was looking for. So if
Just to
y'all
get
want to
to
do it,
week one.
yeah. So if y'all want to do it like we did standard,
Yes,
we can
sir.
get to it and
Yeah.
get through it. Yes, sir. So
We
let me
got
drop
two
this down.
A's. We got two A's in this PPR league.
Two
Yeah.
A's and this one right here. We do. So we're gonna start with Team Miles first. Let me bring this up. Yep. Let's go to Team Myers. See what he talking about. Solid team, man. Definitely a solid team. All the way around. Pat Mahomes. Can't go wrong with him, man. I definitely wanted Pat Mahomes on my team. And like if you guys don't know Superflex, you can start two quarterbacks on your starting roster. So he got Pat Mahomes, finished with Jonathan Taylor and Rashad White, his RB ones and twos. Then when they grabbed Justin Jefferson, Chris Godwin, you got tight end three and Mark Andrews, Alvin Kamara. You know what he do for the New Orleans Saints, the Chiefs, and then he got RB at his kicker. And then when you go down, man, this is where I really think he got his A's at, man, because you got Deontay Johnson, um, Bucky Irvin. I'm looking for big things from him. Cool. If I'm not mistaken, you said he went to your high school. Was it
Yes,
him?
sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good shit right there, man. Jerry Judy, McCollin, and then Will Levis, man. How y'all feel about Myers' team? Got that A on the
I
board.
think he got a solid squad. He definitely sniped me from Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
He sniped me for him. But other than that, it's a good squad.
Yeah, definitely got a
Yeah,
good squad, man.
Very solid.
yeah. I like how he looking, man. Any team with Pat and Jettis, um, he's definitely
Hmm.
off to a fly start. Mark Andrews is obviously a stud, and everybody expects Alvin Kamara to have a big year. Um, just for, mostly from a PPR standard, everybody kind of expects him to have a lot of receptions this year. Uh, Good old check down Derek Carr out there. So,
Oh yeah,
so
if he could be a smidget good, man, they'll have an awesome team.
yeah,
Gosh,
yeah. So, yeah, I like it, man. Definitely it's a strong team.
yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. And as we can see, Pity Pat up next, man, got that A on the board. So it was the two teams with the two A grades. Definitely got to pull this guy up, man. He made some noise in the standard side of things. He definitely made some in the PPR side of things. So we're about to see here shortly. Yes, sir. All right, here we go, fellas. This is Pity Pat Patton's PPR team.
I'm going that team. I'm going that Team Myers in the band.
I know he in there fussing. No, he in there fussing. Yeah, pity pat team. He waited. He waited as long as he could, to be honest with you. And it's crazy, man, because you would think he would do what he did in standard and PPR,
Yeah,
but
and he didn't go nowhere close to it.
you know what I'm saying? He waited as long as possible, man. Kirk Cousins stayed on the board because I was actually about to grab him, but he sniped me like right. I think that was like round 13 or 14, something like that. I was like, damn, bro, I definitely was gonna get Kirk. And
It definitely was an opposite strategy of what he
it
did in the
was,
second.
Yeah.
it definitely was, man. But when you
I
look
think
at
that
it,
was planned. I think he planned to do it
you think
that
he
way.
planned it? He
Keep
probably did.
everybody on their toes to be unpredictable.
Hmm. He
But
probably
he did
did.
definitely worked it out and got an A.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay. If you look at his team, man, it's built for PPR. I mean, Brees Hall is a pass catching back
Michael
out of the
Pittman.
backfield. Michael Pittman, you got Gibbs, definitely a pass catching back. You know what I'm saying? You got AJ Brown, Pittman, like co-commissioner just said. Jake Ferguson at the tight end spot. You already know Dak throw him the ball a healthy amount of times. You got DJ Moore. You know what he do? He's all over the field. He's him and Debo. I think they probably the only two wide receivers that mimic each other to me. You know what I'm saying? Not really comparing them like that, but you know what I'm saying. They're playmakers, and you know that's what PPR is about. Then you go down. You got Stephon Diggs on the bench. He went and got Bo Nix, and then here we go, man, with these two other defenses. So whatever his strategy is, I don't know if he's going to try to trade them off or what. Somebody might need a defense, but I'm just saying I don't really think so. It's PPR. You know, they really don't weigh too much heavy, like for whatever the case may be. So, yeah, man, cool. How you feel about this squad, man? It's another A on the board, and we're going to the B's.
Um, yeah, there's just definitely another strong squad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think his strongest suit is Hall and Gibbs at
Yeah.
the running back position. That's a super strong starting running backfield. Um, Michael Pittman was great with PPR last year, and that was with them without Anthony Richardson. So
Mm-hmm.
and DJ Moore, I had him my first year PPR last year, and he saved me a couple of weeks. So uh, strong team, strong
Hell
team.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll see how Kirk Cousins bounces back. But if he bounces back, y'all know how Captain Kirk get down. Man. He
Oh
going
yeah.
he launching that ball, man.
Oh yeah. Mr. 4,000 himself. He gonna give you those. He
Yeah.
definitely
Hmm.
gonna give you that. You know, and that's what PPR is about. You know, he's gonna get you that. You know. So with that being said, let's move right along, man. That's me. That's your commissioner pop out and show ninjas. I changed my name this summer, man. I was so inspired by Kendrick Lamar and you know,
Hmm.
just yeah, I had to change it. Got to pop out and show these fellas what it's about, man. I'm trying to win both of these league championships, you know. So let me go to my team. Let me bring my team up. I gotta let somebody else go on this one. You know how we do.
I see that you went with a different strategy. You got the rookie quarterbacks, two of them. Actually, the number one and the number two pick of this year's NFL draft. Of course, number one pick, McCaffrey. It's a solid squad.
I would
It is
like to
true.
recall a certain conversation that we had a few pods back. It was an off mic conversation. The public might have been not been privy to it, but we discussed the possibility of you having Caleb Williams,
Yeah.
um, how he may or may not need to make his way home to the monsters, man. Hey, I'm putting it out there, man. Listen. I got certain biases. I see bro over there with he got a couple of Panthers on his team.
Hmm.
I'm keeping it real, man. I want my monsters at home where they supposed to be. Monsters of the
I feel
Midwest.
that.
So but no, that's another talk for another day. But strong squad, once again, man, Christian McCaffrey, never go wrong. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people kind of been burned by Kyle Pitts over the last couple
Mhm.
of years with
I got faith in him.
some of his, just some of his up and down kind of nature, played with injuries. He hasn't really found the end zone much. So once again, we was just talking about it a second ago, Captain Kirk, man. If you get what you're supposed to get from Kirk, I think that Kyle Pitts will be another recipient of that, uh, just like we were just talking about previously. So another strong squad. I'm looking at the bench right now, man. Cortland Sutton, a double-digit touchdown guy from last year. Terry McLaurin. If that works out for you, you got a nice little stack there with your
Yeah, just looking for the stat. Yep.
I know you love your Commanders, so that's definitely that's a win-win for you, a football win and a fantasy win. So uh, Russell Wilson, I'm sure that was a shout out to wifey over there. I'm sure she influenced that a little bit.
Yeah, man. She
Cause
did.
she was the only one riding with him last year. She was the only one riding with him. But no, man, strong squad over there, man. I like what you did, man. Oh, Jets defense as well, man. I'm by all intents and purposes, they should be one of the top 2 or 3 defenses in the league. So that's gonna help you
Yeah.
out.
I couldn't get the Jets in neither league, so I stuck with that steel curtain both.
Oh yeah, I got the Jets in both leagues, and it's funny, man. You talk about my beloved Commanders, man. I can't draft anybody. I mean, I did this season. So I did this year with Brian Robinson Jr. But previous seasons, man, I would stay away from anybody on my squad, bro, because it was just so I just knew the offense wasn't going to move the ball like I wanted them to. You know what I'm saying? I never had a defense. It just I don't know what it was, man. I mean, love hate relationship with my team. Hopefully it changed around, which it should this season. But other than that, like I look at my squad, Austin Eckler, I still believe in him, man. Like at the end of the day, like he's still I just feel like his time ran its course and with the Chargers, but he still has something left in the tank, especially if he's getting revived by not having to be that go to guy anymore. Like that number one back. You got Brian Robinson that's going to be that early down back, and then you got Austin Eckler that's going to come in and on third downs and hopefully he can pop. So that's how I looked at it. And as far as Kyle Pitts, man, like you said, cool. Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, and they actually built so much chemistry this offseason, especially training camp. Kirk already told him, when I research stuff, I dive deep, man. I'm going to Instagram pages, I'm going to their Twitter X pages, I'm going to their personal stuff, and I'm seeing videos when they're kicking it with each other, they're going to dinner with each other, stuff like that. And that's what enticed me a lot. And when we do these fantasy football drafts, man, I just don't really look at the numbers. I look at the chemistry of these players, man. So I mean, maybe that can help somebody else down the road, but I know it helps me sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
For
Doing
sure.
doing it that way. So that chemistry, bro. But yeah, man. Yes, sir. Let's move
Let's
right
see who's
along.
next on the list. We got that's Team Myers.
That's Team M. So this Keenan.
Oh yeah, that's Keenan.
Yeah, this Keenan. So let me drop this down. Let's get the Keenan. And what was that? A B? Correct?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Yep. We got a few B's coming up. Okay. All right. Let's get the him right there.
That confuses me. I ain't gonna lie. Team M and Myers, they
Yeah, it
probably
does.
the
It
same boat.
definitely does. Yeah, but I know Myers put on the end of his name PPR.
Cool, we,
Yeah. So when you look at this team right here,
cool, we, cool, shit.
Elaborate for me, cool. What you see?
what you see?
Hey man, shout out to Team M. Like you said, man, we need to change that name because Keenan and them. But C.D. Lamb, Puka, Laporta,
Yeah.
and H.A. Yeah, that's hell. That's hell right there.
That's PPR worthy
That's
right there,
that's
man.
hell right there. I'm not mad at that squad at all. That's hell.
Yeah.
Uh, Obviously he got a couple of guys that's got some, they got them injury bugs next to their name, but
Hmm.
it, even if that's the case for a few weeks of the season, or the early part of the season, by the time they all hit they healthy stride, that's health to deal with right there.
Yeah. What you think, Big Cup?
Hey, he got a solid team, man. If you could scroll down a little bit, I'm trying to see if he got two quarterbacks. Oh, he got Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he got Daniel Jones and Herbert. I think that's his weakest. Just my opinion off the cuffs. I think
Yeah,
that's his weakest right there. That's probably why they didn't give him an A.
yeah,
You
his
know.
quarterback room maybe a little weak. And the only reason why Herbert is not top of the class because he lost all his weapons this offseason. So he's playing with basically unproven players. So, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it shakes out.
I'm since y'all skipped me the last two go rounds, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh man, we thought you was off camera, bro. My bad.
That's crazy,
We didn't
but
see
I
you.
ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Who keep account?
We didn't see you.
This team I hate though. I like this. It's scary to be facing him week one, but hey man, it's a scary team,
It's
especially
your
if
matchup.
if his quarterbacks if they pan out. Yeah, this team could go far.
Yeah. Even if they give him 20 points, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A little over 20, like, and everybody else do what they're supposed to do. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he's
tough.
gonna be hard to beat.
That's tough, man. That's definitely tough. So he
No
got that
Diddy.
grade. He got that grade B. That's crazy. So here we go. Bash for the win. This my good guy Bash, man. Up there in the tri-state area, man. Big Giant fan. Big Giants
So
fan.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure he
get
got
it.
Malik Neighbors then.
Yeah, he did. He
Oh,
actually
he
he texted me. He was like, "I told you I was gonna get my boy."
did.
Yeah, but he's still gonna suck at Madden though, so it don't even matter. But that's a whole nother story. But let's get it, man. Solid squad.
Hmm.
Got that. Well, I was about to say you got the stack, but Joe Mixon is not a Bengal anymore. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's funny seeing that, yo. You know what I'm saying? I was about to be like, yo, he got that stat right there. But definitely a solid squad, man. Tyreek Hill, Malik Neighbors, Trey McBride. That's another, you know what I'm saying, that middle core of his team, just like Keenan Team Elm. Yeah. Um
That's another one of those teams that he need his guys to do what they supposed to do.
supposed to do. Yeah.
If
Hmm.
they do what they supposed to do, then he got a squad. Ford probably his only question mark in the starting lineup, but he could probably go right to Singletary if anything. If he need be, because he got Singletary on his bench.
Yeah, Singletary's
Yeah.
a starting back. He's a RB1.
Right, he got a starting back down there. Plus, you got another starting caliber wide receiver and Calvin Ridley on your bench if need
That's
be.
right.
If anything go wrong with his
Hmm.
starting wide receiver, so
Hmm.
that's one of them squads like we was talking
Solid.
about in the standard. Sometimes you need a guy. Sometimes the PPR kind of work out where it's like you just know like, hey, that dude's gonna work, and then you need them other dudes where it's like all you need them to do is what they supposed to do. If
Yeah.
Joe Mixon do what he's supposed to do, that's a lick. And if Malik Neighbors is whatever they talking about playing against the Giants defense in training camp, you know.
Whew. Let's damn. I don't need
All I
man,
can
oh
say is
man,
it's
bro.
a solid squad. That's a solid squad.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm so sick of the Malik Neighbors talk, man. Like you just said, cool, but that's another story for another day. Because he's
What you
going
what you
against
think? What you think, Revenge?
that Giants defense. Definitely, man. Yeah, I think he just slid back out.
All right.
All right, let's pull it up, pull it up. Who we got next, man? Coca
Got
Miss.
the
There's her
Pirates. You got
pirate.
me. You got
Get
me
it.
in the Pirates. What y'all think?
Get it.
I hope Revenge pop back in. I want to see what he got to say about my squad.
Let's get it.
My
Scroll
bad. I
up.
got a quick call. I told motherfuckers, don't call me around about this time.
Well, we want you to go first, man. What you think about my squad?
Let's see. You got Lamar Jackson, Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Dalton Kincaid, Trevor Lawrence, Steelers defense, and Young Wei Koo. Then you got Brandon. You got Brian Robertson Jr., Xavier Worthy, Tajay Spears, Jalen Pope, Joshua Palmer, Khalil Shakir, and Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo.
That is actually a solid squad.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
like
solid.
that team. That
Appreciate it.
it reminds me, except for you have two stable quarterbacks, but besides like your core, it actually reminds me of my squad from last year in PPR because I had ATN and then I had I want to say it was like Khalil Herbert or somebody as my RB2, but yeah, I had Jamar Chase and Stephon Diggs as court at my wide receivers.
Wide
So
receiver.
your team gonna go as far as your wide receivers take them. Everybody else is set. As long as your wide receivers give you something, yeah, you're gonna have another solid squad too.
Yeah, you did miss my kicker's name because my young ho cool baby. You can't be saying young
Young Way
Wade.
too.
Is
They call
my
him Young
young
Way
ho,
too.
my
Young
young
Way.
ho, my young
Yeah.
ho cool baby.
Nah,
Oh man.
you gotta freshen up on that Mandarin Chinese, man.
Is my
Right.
young ho cool.
Hey, I think it's a
Out
solid squad, man.
you Americans.
I
why
really,
they
I
why
really,
they changing up the young way?
That's how it's pronounced in Mandarin Chinese.
yeah.
Okay, so it's spelled
Yeah, it's
ho.
not, but that's how it translate into English. Young Ho Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
keep it
just
real. I keep it real with you, Cup. If we was talking about it off mic, but if you would have ended up with the Lamar Andrews stack instead of the
Yes,
Lamar Zay Flowers stack,
I got sniped.
hmm
you might have effed around and had the best starting lineup than
Yeah,
in
yeah.
PPR.
I
but
If
I
got
you
don't
sniped.
know
would have
with
I got
Dalton
sniped.
Kincaid. He's a tosser because
I
if he
was just
becomes
about to say though. I
Mm-hmm.
was just about to say a lot of people been leaving Kincaid off.
Mm-hmm.
If you
hmm
follow Kincaid's numbers based on Laporta's number, everybody kept like Laporta was the talk of the town last year. Kincaid was right behind him. He
Yeah.
was
hmm
right behind him in most of the stats. It just didn't because Diggs and Davis take up. I mean, Diggs and Gabe Davis was taking up so many targets. You just didn't realize that Kincaid's target percentage and his
Yeah.
numbers was right on a point with Laporta. Laporta was just catching more touchdowns because he was
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Laporta actually wasn't
Touchdown
that
equity.
efficient last year. He actually
He got the
wasn't that efficient
touchdown
right,
last
equity
year.
last year, though. Yeah.
right. So now that Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs not there no more, Kincaid might F around be the number one option. But like I said, if you would have got Andrews instead of Flowers, you probably would have had the best starting lineup in PPR.
Two picks before me, man.
Yeah,
I wanted them. I had them queued up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a squad right there, bro. I ain't mad at
Yeah.
that.
It's
That's a squad.
definitely a squad, man. And even looking at the bench, man, we still got to wait on the rook. A lot of praise is going with Jalen Pope, man, but I know it's predicated
hmm
on what Drake May gonna do at the quarterback position in New England. Joshua Palmer, like I said, in the first draft special with Standard, he's looking to be the number one wide receiver for Justin Herbert. Herbert still want to throw the ball, even though they separate claims saying they want to be run heavy team, but he's going to throw the ball, man. He's a beast. So, man, Xavier Worthy, gotta wait and see what You already know what that is with Pat Mahomes, man. Like I feel like years ago, I feel like so many years ago, but man, when we was talking about Tyreek Hill, like what that offense might have would have looked like, but shit, Xavier Worthy might be that next guy. Just like Rasheed Rice. So great team, bro. You,
Just like
hmm
Tyreek Hill came out of nowhere with all that
yeah,
speed. He got that
yeah,
speed back.
Yeah.
yeah, you built a hell of a team, bro.
Just,
Definitely.
and he's on the block too, by the way. I'm trying to let him go to Myers.
Ooh, okay.
Myers got Pat Mahomes, but my GM reached out and he respectfully declined. And I didn't even make an offer. I just asked him, was he interested? I didn't say,
That's it.
hey, let's trade for this, for that. I was like, hey, are you interested in Xavier Worthy? He was like, nah. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
It'll come a long season. It's a long
Yeah.
season.
Mine's
Long
gonna start
season.
changing real soon when the
Yeah.
regular starts not looking
Long
right.
season. Look,
Yeah.
even week one, when week one finished, bro, people gonna panic so much they ain't even gonna know what to do if they take that L, bro. They're gonna
That's the
panic.
that's
hmm
the episode. That's the episode of Martin when he told Gina, "You can get out then, get out." And then she started walking to the door. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." They'll come back around. They'll come
Yeah,
back.
Yeah,
it's back around.
yeah.
They'll
Yes,
come back.
sir. Right on back around like that snake draft.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
sir. The good fellas up next, man. Another good one of brothers, man. That he just matter of fact, this is first year in the league, man. PPR.
Okay.
So Jason, yes, sir. Let's see what he's talking about, man. Here we go. Here we go. Josh Allen, Ramondre Stevenson, Zamir White, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle. You got Kelsey. He got his two quarterbacks. He got Tua, the Bills defense, and Matt Gay is the kicker. And we can run down here with the bench: Christian Kirk, Aduze, King. Ooh, Keon Coleman. Okay, that might be a nice little stat. Depends on how it goes with him and Josh Allen. DeAndre Hopkins. I really truly don't. I mean, it's just my opinion. I don't know anything about this Tennessee Titans deep offense. So with Will Levis or what have you. So we just got to wait and see on that. You got Rico, you got Charbonnet and Hunter Henry. So ah,
I actually gave a thought to Hunter Henry in my last pick. Also,
Me too.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked he
yeah,
did that.
But see, if Coleman pops, here's the thing: if Coleman pops for him, what he gonna do? You gonna sit Garrett Wilson? His double stack is with Tua and Waddle, and you
Waddle.
want to double stack with Allen and Coleman. So who you gonna sit? You gonna sit Garrett Wilson or Keon
Ooh,
Coleman?
ooh.
And
There
this
might be
team
some
really
trade.
built
Hey,
solid for real.
hey, he
Yeah,
might need to trade Wilson for a running back. Get Zamir out of there.
yeah. Because even if you look at it, like we said, projections don't mean anything. But if you even look at the projections right there, in the middle of the screen, like his team is built solid. But I definitely feel what you're saying, cool. Like, damn, how would you make that move?
Yeah. But
Or
he would probably have to
if
make a move.
if
Or
if
he'll
he
be
pop,
or if he's smart, he'll just wait it out the whole season instead of trying to make a move.
Yeah, see how it
Because
goes.
injuries do happen. Because then
injuries.
outside of that, what if Doomsday or Kirk don't have a good year? And what if he don't, Hopkins get injured or something? You never know.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got a good squad though. He got a good squad, and definitely like you said,
oh,
if Coleman was the pop, I think he is great. Will be a A.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. And I apologize for still having this up on the screen, but we got to see Sweet Revenge season. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. All right, here we go.
He went Jalen Hurts out the gate.
Yes, I
First
did.
was he the first quarterback off the board?
Yep. And number
I
3.
believe
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When he
Big
got
He was
his
time,
only,
number.
man.
he
Big
was
time.
only
Did you have Jalen Hurts last? Yeah, you had him last year in PPR, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You had
so
him
you
last
got
year.
him in standard too.
Yep. All
That's
in
his
on
guy.
Jalen Hurts. Hey, roll tide.
That's his
And he
guy.
he went. I knew he wanted when he went off the gate, first quarterback off the board, pick 3, I think,
I won't
or
gonna take
2.
that chance. He won't gonna make it back around.
Hey, and shout out to Revenge for not bluffing too. Now, the only person not bluffing because he said his first pick was gonna be a quarterback. Everybody
Uh-huh.
else be selling cap. He said his
And I
first.
told you.
I mean, shit. I couldn't pass up on Christian McCaffrey to go reach and get a quarterback, but I damn sure my second and third pick was two quarterbacks because that's when we marked. That's how I did, and I ended up getting Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. But obviously, I knew that wasn't going to happen in a real life
No,
situation.
no. If you
Oh
would have
no.
started with a quarterback, we probably would have everybody would have just exited out the draft and started.
Yeah.
You couldn't start. You couldn't start with a quarterback, but everybody else could.
Hey, solid team right here, Brewski. Jalen Hurts, you got Pacheco. He's a runner, hard runner, pass catch out of the backfield. Kenneth Walker, Drake London. He should be proven to do good big things in Atlanta this year with Kurt. Nico Collins, Evan Ingram, solid pickup at tight end, man. So many people sleeping on him, man. I said
Mhm.
every year they sleep on Evan Ingram, man. George Pickens. Uh, Bengals defense, well, Bengals, however you want to call them. You got Justin Tucker, that bit leg, at your kicker. and then come back around. You putting that trust in Javonte Williams. I feel you on
Mhm.
that. Bryce Young, second sophomore year quarterback. Chase Brown, that's big right there. Jacoby Myers, Chuba, Adam Thielen, and then Quentin Johnston, man.
My sleeper
Solid,
pick.
Yeah, I tell
solid
you,
team.
Kenneth Walker the third jumps off the page with me here because he's the type of player that can take a screen pass to the
80.
end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
He jumps off the page for me here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely, man. Solid.
I
He
agree,
could take
man.
a screen pass to the house.
It just I got that got Team M first week. Good God, out the gate. I hope his team struggle. I hope his team struggle.
Laporta and them. Yeesh.
Yeah. Hope they
Solid.
struggle. Hope
I ain't
nobody
gonna lie.
parlay hit.
I ain't gonna lie. That's yeah. Not to start the season. The back half of the season, you probably want to see him when everybody get injured. But
Right.
Yeah.
that,
We'll see though. Hopefully CD Lamb hold out for one more week.
At least one more. I doubt it though. They
Yeah.
gave Jerry ain't
And
going
they
for
give
that,
him that
man.
money.
Got that
Hey
money.
man. They got him as questionable. I hope it stay that way.
He,
Yeah,
hey, after Jerry gave him that money, Jerry expect him to suit up and
yeah.
play.
Yeah,
He going to
I
play.
don't care. I don't care if that boy
Yeah,
missing a
he's
foot. He
gonna
getting
play for
out there.
Jerry. He's gonna play for Jerry.
He going to play. All right, let's move on, fellas. Man, the phenomenal one, man. Tim P, man. He got a C also. Let's see what this team look like. We moving right along. All right, there it is. Bring them up. All right, anybody takes, man. It's a solid team as I'm looking at it so far.
First thing I can tell you off rip, his running backs. Outside of Bijan, I'm not sold on Tony Pollard. Nick Chubb, I mean, ain't no telling when he's gonna come back or what he gonna look like. And then Jalen Wright, we don't even know if he's gonna see the field this year. That is
Yeah,
tough.
too
this
many
is tough
people in
right
front
here.
of him. Yeah, too many people.
Yeah,
Yeah, this tough. I will say this is more like what we was discussing earlier on in the broadcast, man. This is more to me looks like more of a standard team.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So and I know, man, it was slim pickings, man. Like I got to a point in the draft an hour ago. I was like, gosh, bro, like it was a lot of wide receivers left, but I was like, damn, the running backs are scarce, man.
yeah.
I'm saying I knew those mid rounds they start falling off, but then they pick right back up in the later rounds. But I was like, man, it's tough pickings, it's tough sledding. So
He
yeah,
gonna need his wide receivers to carry him.
he
I will
definitely gonna need
say,
it.
I'm gonna be in his inbox though. I'm gonna be
It
in
gotta
his
be
inbox.
for
I'm coming. I'm coming with a trade for you, phenomenal one. I'm trying to stack you up with love. I got Dobbs for you. I'm
mm,
coming. I'm coming with a nice deal. I'm gonna add something to the pot, but
No diddy.
I'm trying to plug Mike Evans off of him. Y'all know that
Roman. I already
Mike
know
Evans my
you
favorite.
want old man Mike.
That's my favorite player. If y'all
Yeah.
didn't know,
Oh man, you and Jay Witten stand up, boy. Y'all love y'all some Mike Evans, but he get the job done though. He definitely is. Can't be mad at that, man.
That's that dude. I love Mike Evans.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm coming for him, phenomenal one. I got Dobbs and something else for you because you need a back. I might
Yeah,
got
definitely
Brian
need that.
Robinson Jr. And Dobbs
He
coming
definitely
for
need it
you.
back, man. Midwest Monsters of the PPR League. Let's get it. Bring you up, cool. Like we said, man, these grades, man, they quickly change. Like
And
can't
and
really.
Hmm.
these grades aren't gonna depict the season. It's just
Nah, not at all.
how they feel you did in the overall draft. But
Right? Yeah,
it doesn't. It isn't a testament to how your season will turn
not at
out.
all. One player go down, that's it. Your whole team might look crazy, especially a player you need, man. Hey, strong team. See, and this is what I'm talking about. When I mean, I always start with the projections. You know what I'm saying, and then I kind of go back to the left. But strong team, man. Definitely a strong team. I love Derrick Henry. And he actually his last season before leaving Tennessee started catching the ball more out of the backfield. So hopefully Baltimore will utilize him with that. Especially with I think Keenan Mitchell is out. So I don't even know who is their third string running back, but they definitely going to rely on Derrick Henry. DeAndre Swift, can't go wrong with him pass catching back, dual threat. Then you got your Sun God and Chris Olave, your PPR pass catchers.
Solid wide receivers.
Solid wide receivers, bro. Debo Samuels. Damn, I ain't even see
Like I
Debo.
said, solid.
Yeah, that's
Real
solid.
solid in the
Tank
wide
Dell
receiver.
on the bench. Keenan Allen on
Keenan
the bench.
Allen,
Like
Lad
Josh.
McConkey,
Yeah, so
solid wide
solid.
receivers.
Definitely solid.
And
Definitely
a
solid.
sleeper down there at the bottom, AD. You
Mm-hmm.
got your
That
wide
was
receiver
my
room is
dog. I'm glad you brought that up. That
Mm-hmm.
was my hardest pick of the draft. It was Adai Mitchell. It was Adonai Mitchell and Xavier Leggett left at the end of the 14th round, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't think. I just kind of. It was one of them eeny meeny miny mo kind of things.
Yeah.
You made the right choice.
Yeah.
You think so?
solid team.
I,
I don't
Yeah,
see
I think you did basically, and I, like Marquis said, you made the right choice. Just the build of your team
I'm
makes it.
having a hard time to see why they gave him a C. This is not a C team.
not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
It's
This
not.
is not a
It's
C
not at
team.
all.
This is more of a B, maybe an A squad to
I
me.
mean,
Really
maybe they docked him
definitely a
because he only
B.
went one quarterback. Maybe that's why.
Quarterback
No,
and
he got
rookie.
Gino. He got
Uh,
Gino down there. He got
80,
Gino. He got
Oh,
two.
he do got Gino. Yeah, he
Yeah,
do.
you know.
80, ADP hates rookies. That's all.
Yeah,
I
that much
got
is
it.
true.
Maybe they
Yeah.
docked him because he got that Bears defense.
Yeah.
That too. Because I don't think what they think. I think the Bears D is a little. I think they're gonna get after it. But I mean, yeah, I think really what I've seen throughout the grading throughout the mock drafts is they don't grade well on rookies if you got rookies.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay.
got two rookies and Geno Smith. I mean, so I mean they pushed me down in the grade, but I'm plenty of trade value there. I'm quite sure most of this team is not going to be the same team, and I'm fine with it. That's why I drafted it
Oh,
that
yeah.
way. So I
Yeah.
so I would so
I
I would
definitely say the strength of your team is your wide receiver room.
yeah
Maybe the weakness, maybe your tight end.
yep
Uh,
yep
but your running back room is solid. Wide receiver room is a strength, and Dak can put up
That's
numbers.
still that. Yeah.
Dak gonna
Well,
put up numbers. So
he
it's
PPR
definitely
guy.
not a C team to me. It's not a C team to me at all.
Dak is the PPR god. He finished second in like he finished second in quarterback efficiency for PPR last year.
Yeah.
Saw that stat and from like week I think it was week like 7 through 18. He was a top like 8 quarterback every week. So
I can see you trading for Caleb. He gonna be in your inbox, commish.
Yeah, he might be there for him. He might be there for him. You know what I'm saying? He might be there for him.
I
We'll
can
see.
see him
You know,
trading for Caleb with this squad right here.
we'll see. I will make a bold prediction, bro. Now that we are talking about Dak Prescott, I feel like Dallas is going to not sign him. I feel like he's going to another team. Dak will be playing with another team next season.
I
really
thought it
truly
would be
believe.
Miami, but they gave two of the money.
Yeah, I think that is not. I think this will be his last season with Dallas. They ain't gonna get the job done. Jerry ain't gonna pay him, bro.
where's
I
Dak
don't,
from?
I don't think.
I
Where's he
don't
from?
see
Uh, gosh, I seen it the other day.
Seattle,
Seattle?
Dak Prescott. Let me see.
Washington somewhere.
Dakota Prescott.
I know he played at Mississippi State, but I don't think he's from there.
Yeah, he did. He was a beast too at Mississippi State. But
But
you
no, I
better
just
keep Dak though. You better not let
Yeah,
Dak go.
he's from Sulphur, Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's from Louisiana. Yep,
New
yep. But
Orleans
I
Saints,
really,
huh?
so I really truly believe, man. I think that gonna be playing with another team next year, man. He gonna get signed.
What team is available for him to sign with though? Because I thought it wasn't going to sign Tua and Dak would slide in there. I don't know what other team hasn't paid a quarterback.
I just
that's
told
gonna
you.
need one
I
this
just told
year.
you. If he's from Louisiana, they not finna pay Derek Carr. So
Yeah,
I mean,
New
New Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah, he just
Yes,
said New Orleans.
go to New
New
Orleans.
Orleans. You did. I didn't hear that. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah. They
go
not
Perfect
home.
fit.
they not finna extend Derek Carr contract. So I mean,
Perfect fit
No,
for
they
him.
not. Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah,
That's
I
a
could see
perfect
New
fit
Orleans.
for him.
Because I can't. Everybody else pretty much showed up with rookie quarterbacks if they don't pan out. But yeah, New Orleans probably would be good for them.
Olave and Dak in
Yeah,
the same
New Orleans.
uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that,
if the
that'll be tough.
Raiders be like Gardner Minshew mania, no sir. The Raiders. So yeah,
I think they.
that's my bold take though.
I like the New Orleans tape.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. That's
I like
definitely
that.
dope. Hey, so yeah, so we got Pollard Greens coming up next. Definitely that's this chap from last season, man. He did his thing in PPR. He definitely did. When no one else did. He won the first championship in our PPR league, man. So Pollard Greens, let's see what's shaking and baking with his team.
AR
Here we go.
15.
Here we go. And this another one too. And I'm gonna let y'all have at it. I think his was rated so low because I feel like he got a solid squad. I just feel like it's built for standard though.
I
I
get
really
the
feel like
same
it's built for
thing.
standard. Yeah. So but definitely a solid squad. Definitely.
I do. I got the same take you got on this squad. I think it's more this is a standard team. The standard team. The only thing I think he could probably get like PPR points off of is I don't even see it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, your wide receivers, the points per reception. Anthony Richardson, he's a dual threat quarterback, but it's just like even the running back situations like Saquon, he catches the ball out of the backfield some, but not like a traditional, dual threat running back that catch and run the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's a ground and pound. Kyle Williams, same way. He rather run the ball. It seems like they rather run the ball with him more than they do dump screens off. But outside of that, Jordan Mason is down. David Montgomery is not a pass catching running back.
No.
So that's why they got to
He
get.
quietly got a little stack there too with Kyron and Stafford.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jordan Mason is just waiting on his moment. Whenever if
It's
anything
the
was to
back
happen
half.
with
It's the
CMC.
back half of his team. Why he got that low grade.
Yeah,
Douglas.
What you see there, champ?
yeah, definitely see that.
Revenge. What you see on that squad?
Uh, uh, it's a team with potential. If everything goes right, this could be a championship team. That's how, especially it all predicates on Anthony Richards, his squad. They're going to go as far as the quarterback take them, because Matthew Stafford, yeah, he's getting a little older in the years, and he ain't Tom Brady. So
No, definitely not.
if Anthony Richardson stays healthy and everybody else produce like Cool says, do what they supposed to do. Hey, this could be a good team too.
Yeah, they would definitely have to score touchdowns though, especially those all running backs.
Oh yeah,
You
oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like they definitely have to score multiple touchdowns.
But
If
Kyron
they only
scares me.
yeah,
That returning punts, man.
yeah,
That don't sit right with me.
yeah. And he mean it when I dove into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why Blake Corum was definitely on my radar when, especially he was on my radar anyway because I like handcuffs. But especially when they said that, man, and then McVay was like, "Oh well, I already know that feature running backs don't that's premier as punt returners. I'm not going to put Kyron out there like he was last season. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much was saying he ran them into the ground. So I don't know, man. I really don't. I definitely thought Kyron Williams was going to be that guy, if not better than Brees Hall in the ADPs this year. But I think that really hurt him when McVay said
One thing
something
the
like that.
Rams gonna do is run a running back into the ground.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
run him. We know that all too well, bro. First season with Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley didn't last. I had him, and he did his thing, got me to the championship game, but he was tired when it was time when it counted the most. And Penny
Yeah,
Pat got my ass. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna run you into the ground. They definitely gonna do that. So solid squad. Paula Green's definitely a solid squad. So
So,
last but not least, man, we got one more, and I think I need to drop this ticker so we can see this. Just bear with me 1 second. So we can see this, and that's Team of Fire.
Oh, the only D.
Got a D.
The only D on the board. I think this is
jeez.
the only D in both leagues.
Yeah, it's the only D. Tough, tough, tough. it could be the case of one of those things. Like we said, is it a standard team that's built? So let's see. Let's definitely see. All right, here we are. Here we are. Let's run it down. CJ Stroud at the quarterback position. James Conner, Najee Harris, Marvin Harrison Jr., Cooper Cup, Brock Bowers, tight end, Kyler Murray, his second quarterback, Texans defense, and Cameron Dicker is kicker. And then you guys see his bench play right there. So first thing that jumps out to me, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Najee is viewed as a flex running back this season, but things could change. So
Mm-hmm.
especially in PPR, like that's what they got Jalen Warren for. But that's one big thing that stands out for me. Not saying that he can't put numbers on the board in PPR, but in PPR he's viewed as a flex running back. So
I'll say this: I think he got the best PPR stack with Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr. I think
mm,
that's the best PPR stack because
He has a big stack with that too. He has Connor also.
yeah,
We call it a
James
big
Conner.
stack.
Yeah.
yeah, Connor as well. So I mean, you're getting all the rushing upside from both Connor and Kyler. Kyler is good. He good for like 5 rushing touchdowns a year. If Marvin Harrison Jr. is what we expect him to be, I mean, I think he got the best PPR stack in all of football. Uh, we was talking about that not too long ago on a previous pod, but Murray and Harrison Jr., uh, Lamar and Andrews, I think those are the best stacks to have in all of football, and he got one. So I'm looking at once again. I'm looking at the end. I think it's the end of the drafts that the draft graders. I think they.
hmm
I think it's just the back half of the draft that teams drop like that. As far as draft grades, because
Yeah.
Mostert with all those touchdowns from last year, if he goes half of that, if he goes a third of it, if he goes a third of what he had last year, that's still 8 touchdowns.
hmm
Still 8 touchdowns from the backfield. All he needs is a
Yeah.
third of
Yeah.
what he had last, or yeah, a fourth of what he had last year. He'll still have 7, 8 touchdowns. Uh, Purdy is we'll see. I probably wouldn't have taken the third quarterback if I had those two. If I got CJ and Kyler, I'm not taking the third quarterback, but just my preference.
Yeah.
I actually think that they got it wrong. I don't see a D team here when I look at it. I look at a team that probably should have got a B. To be honest, the only thing I think he's missing is when you get CJ Stroud, they got so many receivers, you got to get one of them. You got to stack CJ Stroud because he's not going to give you the rushing. So you want to get the double up on the point. So I think you kind of want to get a wide receiver to go with CJ Stroud. But like Cool was saying, that big stack looks good. Najee he's more of a rushing back, but he can easily be taken out for Mustard for the touchdown upside if he's not getting the touchdowns. Uh,
So you
Yeah.
saying that he should take Cooper Cup out of his spot and offer him to me for Tank Dell on my squad? Is that what you're saying?
well, you might have to give him a little something more with Tank Dell. You might have to throw him a tight end because Brock Bowers might miss week 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
Hey,
other than
get
that, I
it,
think
get it how you live, broski.
Hey, that sound good to me.
Sound good to me. Get it how
what you
you
think
live.
about this squad, man, with Ivan C here, Revenge.
His squad is terrible. I'm glad he got a D. No,
No, you think it's terrible, and I think it's a nice squad.
yeah.
Actually, if he was to get a player like a Tank Dell or
Hey,
somebody to stack up with Stroud, man, that
hey,
team is
I've been trying
blue.
to be my rival, man. But this is hopefully Marvin Harris is as advertised. I mean, he's a rookie, so he's gonna go through something.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup, that's all about health. We don't even know what he's gonna look like. It's been a few years. Kyler Murray, he's finally healthy, so that could be big. especially because he's a mobile quarterback in the 4-point passing touchdown league. No rushing touchdowns going to mean everything. And also with CJ Stroud, if he rushes a little bit more, hey man, this team could make a little bit more noise. It could be a lot higher than a D. I can give you that. But the
Yeah,
Yeah,
only thing,
I
like,
agree.
I give him a C.
We agree on
yeah,
that. It
yeah,
could be higher than a D. I
it
think
could
they
be
got it
higher
wrong.
than a D. Yeah,
Yeah.
I give
I
him a
definitely
C.
think it's higher than a D.
Yeah, I just
But
don't. I don't believe in James Conner or Najee. Like I really don't. I really
yeah,
think Trey Benson.
his running backs is kind of. I mean, his starters is. I mean, also just all the way around because we don't even know if Raheem Mostert going to duplicate what he did last year. They're going to always be regressive. He's not going to get 21 touchdowns again. Gus Edwards not going to get 13 again. And then we don't know what we're going to get from Blake Corum.
From Blake. Yeah,
Taysom Hill is just a boom or bust player. Literally, you're going to get probably about 3 good weeks from Taysom Hill. That's it.
I never thought I said it. Taysom Hill is equivalent to Gabe Davis. They the two biggest lightning in the bottle when you got them, and they ain't nothing when you
You
got them.
play them that right week, that's ball game.
Yep,
And
that's
then
it.
you're going
I
to
will
keep
say
trying to
this.
go to that well one too many times.
I definitely don't think this will be the same team come the end of the
Nah.
year because I even see uh, his GM will get in there and make some moves.
Yeah, he'll
Mm-hmm.
definitely make some moves. To make the right moves, he'll definitely make some moves, man. Hey, fellas, man, this been fun, man. It's been a long day for us. We knocked down
Yes,
2 drafts
sir.
and one league, an MPR league. But this is what we do, man. Season starts. So this Thursday, man, we got Thursday night game, we got a Friday night game, and of course, you got your Sunday slate coming up. So
Yes,
check your
sir.
local broadcast and check all your games out. But how we always said, man, make sure you come to play, plug and play the right players. Like I said, with trades going down, we definitely, if it's not game day or close to game day, man, I'm not pushing anything through. We got the veto in place for that, and I'll put the rules in the chat for that. I think it's still up to 6 teams or 5 teams that have to, veto in order for that trade and not go through or whatever. Or it just got to be one of those trades. You know how we do, y'all. You know how we do. We try to keep it fair and funky. But
Also, real quick, Bo, I want to, just want to let y'all know and let the people know, man. It's gonna be a more official look coming real soon, man.
yeah, man.
Um,
Thank you for bringing that up.
everybody get y'all shirt sizes in the chat. Make sure y'all send them shirt sizes to me, man. We gonna get us an official look for this NPR land, so we can take over, man. I think we are well suited to do this uh,
Yes, sir.
for hungry young men.
Oh yeah.
We all work hard. We all study our shit. Like bro just said, he on Instagram looking at people pictures, seeing who they hanging with during the summer. Like
Yeah.
we study, man. We do this for real. Got sponsorships coming. My boy Big Cup over there, man. He got some sponsorships in the work.
Shout out the Raz, man. Y'all go and enjoy the Raz for the extronomical
Yes,
flavors
sir.
they have, for your vaping enjoyment, Yeah.
Yes, sir. And definitely when we get these shirts, cool, we'll chop it up too. Definitely want to chop up, with our supplier, man. Make sure he cool with sponsoring his stuff on our stuff. That's what we do,
Yeah.
man. We networking. It's a movement, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. So,
Just in
yeah,
case
that's
y'all
dope.
need a preview, you know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know who I really
Yeah,
am. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
That's just a
DJ
little preview.
Cool.
We don't pull out no bullshit. It ain't gonna be no Fruit of the Loom from
oh
Walmart.
no.
You know what I'm saying? It's real.
Oh
It's
no.
real official shit around here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir. You already know how
Tight. I
NPR we
like
we
that.
don't
That's
miss.
tight right there.
Yeah, we
That's
don't
tight.
miss it all, man. Definitely don't miss it all, man. So that's dope, man. I can't wait for this upcoming season, man. The draft is in the books, you guys. I know we're gonna kick back, you know what I'm saying, chill with the family the rest of the night. But business as usual, man. New episodes gonna be coming early and often. We back at it. Season about to start.
Yes,
What else?
sir.
It's so much stuff, man. It's so much stuff. Like I said, get your trades in, set your teams. There's gonna be a lot of talk and chatter and the band app. So we ready, man. We ready. We definitely ready for this new up and coming season. And yeah, good luck to you guys, man. Because I'm telling you, man, I'm not playing this year. I'm not playing this year, man. I'm trying to get both of them. If not one, but I'm definitely my eyes is on the prize for both of them, you guys. So
Good luck,
you guys.
Sir.
because
Good
I'm
luck
doing
to you
the same
guys.
thing. I'm not giving up my crown.
Yeah, good
Hey, I'm
luck,
coming
man.
for it. I'm coming for it.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Peace and blessings, man. MPR, we out.
Hey, Gushers, I'm disappointed in y'all, Gushers. I'm disappointed.
We coming.
I've
Come on, Gushers, man. Cut
telling
it,
y'all
man.
for months, man. Come
Let's
on,
cut
man.
it.
Hit my line, man. DJ
Let's
Cool
cut it.
underscore me, man. Hit my line.
Let's cut it.
MPR League on
You
Instagram.
did.
Hit us up, man. Come on, dude.
You
Y'all,
did. We need it. Definitely, man.
I need more trophies.
Yeah, not this year though.
not this
Not
year.
I
this year.
need
Not
more
this year.
trophies.
Not this
Not
year.
this year.
I'll be raising one of them this year or next year. Yeah. Y'all
Woo!
go ahead.
I
Knock the
need
dust
one.
off of those. I'm gonna send y'all some
You see the
one of the
year.
yeah. I'm gonna send y'all one
Uh,
of the jewelry polishers, the little
you
rag.
see the year. You see
Balls.
the year. This ain't old. You see the year. This
You
ain't
see,
old.
you see the back to back on it, right? It's
Hey,
couple of
hey,
years up
it's
there.
the dust on it too thick.
It's a couple of years up there.
That thing
Let me
like a
help you out.
tombstone. That
Let me
thing look
wipe
like
it
a
off so you can
tombstone.
see.
That
You
thing look like
talking
something
about
from
look
the
like a tombstone.
1700s.
2 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo, they sound like they sound like two baddies that used to be baddies, but they not baddies no more. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chicks that
Hey,
used to
hey,
be baddies. She was
hey,
a
hey,
baddie
hey,
about
hey,
8 years
cool. Hey,
ago. Now
hey,
they
cool.
arguing
That's
about
what
which
it
one of them
is.
baddies.
Hey, cool. And y'all the ugly girls on the side wishing they could be the baddies.
Hey,
Nah,
you know who we gonna
Nah,
start calling them cool? That's Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin, the old '90s
yeah,
champions.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, Cup, tell them we got something they don't.
that's.
We
I'm coming
coming.
for more hardware. I'm coming for more hardware, baby.
Yeah,
I just got here.
hey,
Just
look,
got here.
y'all coming. We already been there.
Hey,
We already been there.
my GM is working tonight.
We
Holiday
coming.
Oh
weekend.
yeah,
My
for
GM
sure.
is in.
Mine
I know
too.
ain't nobody gonna trade with the champ, but hey, look, if y'all want to talk to me, just I entertain anything as long as it
You
makes
gotta
sense.
play fair
I'm gonna
though.
look at it. I'm gonna
I'll be
look
in
at
your
it.
inbox. You gotta play
Oh
fair.
yeah, as long as it makes sense.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't
look at
opposed
it.
to a
I'm
deal.
definitely coming. I'm coming.
I ain't opposed to a deal, but it
Sir.
got to make sense in both leagues.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
let's get it, man. We out, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down.